When you're juggling so much, like kids, work, marriage, somewhere along the line, your connection with your partner starts to fade. It's not that you're fighting, but it's also not that you're feeling connected either. In today's video, I'm going to share 5 simple habits that can completely change your love life and help you feel more connected and close to your partner immediately. So the first habit is you need to start expressing appreciation for your partner, not just a casual thanks, but really acknowledge something that they've done, like taking care of the kids when you went out with your friends, staying late at work to support the family, or just being emotionally there for you. We often get so caught up in what's missing that we forget to notice what's working. And I've seen this time and time again, especially with men. When you look them in the eye and say, I see what you're doing and I appreciate it, it's like their whole body softens. And this truly matters. We all want to be seen because we think what I'm doing is really landing and is being noticed. So try this today. Write down one thing that your partner does that you appreciate. Better yet, ask them to do the same thing for you. This is a small moment that can open big doors for you and your emotional connection. This creates a moment of connection and closeness that you can build on. If you've ever felt unappreciated in your relationship, like the things you do go unnoticed, tap the like button now, because you know how much it means when someone actually says, thank you, I see you, and I appreciate all that you're doing. The second habit that can change your love life is when you anticipate your partner's needs on a daily basis. Love isn't always about grand gestures. Sometimes it's knowing your partner had a rough week and booking them a massage, or remembering they love movie nights and grabbing tickets before they ask. These little actions say, I see you, I care for you, I've got your back. If your partner always makes the school lunches, maybe one day you do it for them. Or if they've been hinting that they need a break, plan something low-key, just for them. Thoughtful surprises go a long way. The third habit is you want to validate and really listen to your partner. We often jump into fix-it mode, but sometimes they don't need solutions. They just need to feel heard and supported. So instead of saying you're overreacting, or if you're really stressed at work with your boss, just quit your job, try this. What you're telling me sounds really hard. I can see why you're feeling overwhelmed. Do you want to talk more about it? This tells your partner, I'm with you in this. That kind of emotional safety builds intimacy. If you've ever wanted your partner just to listen instead of jumping in with advice and just hold space for you, hit the like button now. Because sometimes just feeling heard is more healing than anything else. The fourth habit is, if you want a better love life, you need to prioritize spending time with each other. I get it. Life gets busy, especially if you have kids. But if your work, kids, your phone always come first, your relationship falls into the background and will be neglected. Maintaining a good connection, affection, and a spark requires you investing in that connection. And there's no better way to make your partner feel important and close than to prioritize spending time with them. No leftover time. Real time. Try this. Schedule a date night. No phones, no distractions. You're completely present during that time. Take initiative when planning this. Being lazy in a relationship is really harmful. So you need to take initiative. And if you tell me making these date nights are impossible right now with our schedule because we rarely see each other, I would say that's fair. Just find 10 minutes before bedtime to check in with your partner and ask what's been on your mind lately. You don't need hours to connect and make your partner feel important. You just need intention. The other thing you could try, if there is naturally a time in your day where things wind down, if you have kids, you've put the kids to bed, or they're just not in the house and it's just you and your partner, maybe having a cup of tea. Just for 30 minutes, you're checking in with each other, asking each other how your day was, and just really emotionally feeling your partner. These small daily habits are key to maintaining your closeness and intimacy in the relationship. The fifth habit you need to have to change your love life is learning to self-regulate better. We all have stress, past wounds or triggers, and it's so easy to bring that stress into our relationship. But it's not your partner's job to fix your anxiety, your anger, or your past trauma. The responsibility to regulate and feel better is yours. And when you take responsibility for your emotional health, your whole relationship shifts. You stop reacting and you start responding to your partner with love, even in moments of tension. So to help with emotional regulation in your relationship, maybe you can start journaling about how you're feeling, or start your day with a meditation of about 10 minutes, just to have more capacity to take on the stress that life might hit you with on that day. You can even read a book on how to regulate your emotions better, or see a therapist. Even 5 minutes of breathing before a tough conversation can change everything. But if you're always dysregulated and overwhelmed and stressed and lash out, you need to stop that habit right away. If you, out of a feeling of being overwhelmed, you need to work on that so you're within your window of tolerance so that you don't take this out on your family members and your spouse. But to make these habits work, you've got to be able to put them into practice. And here's the thing, couples who work with professional relationship therapists have a much higher chance of success. As a couples therapist, I've worked with hundreds of couples, and I've helped them feel more connected, communicate better, and bring the spark back into their relationship. If you're watching this and thinking that's what we might need, I'd love to invite you to apply for my coaching program. The coaching program will help you and your partner have deeper conversations, build real intimacy, and actually enjoy your relationship again without feeling like you're just going in circles. If you want to apply to the program, check out the link in the description below. Once you apply, I'll personally get back to you within 24 hours of your application to let you know if it's a good fit.